Hey everyone, it's Pat from Pat's Ever Music. Grab your guitars and we're going to learn what are power chords and how do you play them. And maybe, just maybe, every guitarist should learn power chords first. Ooh, controversial, let me know what you think below. Hey, grab your guitar and let's learn what a power chord is. Now I'm sure if you've heard any rock or metal song before, you've heard power chords. Big, full, and very, very chunky. But what are they? So if you've got a lovely semi-clean chord, like a C major chord, there you go. Now you've got lots of different things going on, but if you have a bit of a listen, it sounds really full and really rich and really happy, you would almost say. That's an emotion that I can hear from this chord. Really bright, okay? When you've got a power chord, you take away a very important musical element. You take away the major third, or any sort of a third. What does that mean? Okay, very, very quickly, this is the only theory of the video, and if you're not sure of theory, definitely head to the playlist below for my grade 1 music theory system. It's all for free, it's all on a playlist on YouTube. Let's keep going. So when you've got a major chord, you've got actually 3 notes. If you've got a C major chord, or just a C chord, you've got the notes C, E, and G. Now, the only bit of the theory I'm explaining is that you've got a 1, you've got a 3, and you've got a 5, and they're all major, happy sounding. A power chord, specifically a C major power chord, you take away that middle note. So now you only have C and G. Now you only have 2 notes, which means you can play that chord with 2 fingers. If you're into metal and rock, learn your power chords, because you can play 99% of the metal songs out there, hey? Definitely power chords and so many of them. So the only theory that you need to know is have a look. You've got C, E, and G. You've got a 1, 3, and a 5. Again, if the theory went over your head, it's okay. Take out that third note, and now you've just got C and G, or a 1 and a 5. So now, instead of our lovely C major chord sounding like this, the C power chord sounds like this. Doesn't sound as rich or as full without the other strings, but if you put on some distortion, as opposed to a full C major chord, right? So, bit of a difference. So, this is how you can play every single power chord that there is. You now know that you've got a note taken out, you've got that important third note. That's actually the note that tells you whether something is major and something is happy, or something is minor and sad. Without that third degree, a power chord isn't really happy or sad, is it? It's just pure power. There you go, that's the theory. Let me show you how to play every single power chord that there is. Okay, let's start with the 6th string, and let's start with picking the 3rd fret. That's a G note. If you want to play a G power chord, put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and your 3rd finger on the string below on the 5th fret. There you go. Now, with these fingers, try not to just tuck them in, try not to have them behind the guitar, just have them sort of floating nearby. Not anything crazy, just floating nearby. And let's play that chord. Amazing. That's a G power chord. Now, if you want an A power chord, just move it up 2 frets. If you want a B power chord, move it up 2 frets again. If you want a C power chord, move it up 1 fret, so we're on the 8th fret. If you want a D power chord, move it up 2 frets to the 10th fret. And if you want an E power chord, move it up 2 frets again to the 12th. But there you go. So you've got G, A, B, C, D, and E again. And the 1st fret, although it might be a bit tricky with your wrist placement, 1st finger, 1st fret on the 6th string, 3rd finger below that making a power chord shape, that's an F. So there you go. If you're ever reading some music and you see, oh, it says a C chord, well, you could just go up to the 8th fret on that 6th string and you could play a C power chord instead. And any of those chords in any order, you can, trust me, so many metal and rock songs have been written that way. Let's write one right now. Now, where things start to get interesting is when you go down a string. So when you go down a string, you can use exactly the same power chord shape. So instead of being on the 6th string, we just take it down and we're on the 5th string, and now we have a C power chord. Again, you can use that same shape. And you've got all of those different power chords. Done! Now really, in so many rock songs, that's 99% of the power chords you're going to be playing. It's either going to be on the 6th string or same shape, down a string. Definitely learn the names of the notes on the strings, the 6th and 5th string, because then you'll know where to switch. There's 2 other power chords I want to teach you today because they're so important and you hear it so many times. Hey, this is the Metallica power chord, right? So many of the songs have a big E power chord. So how you play that is you have the open 6th string, then you have your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. That's your E power chord. Then, if you want the AC/DC chord, and I say that because so many AC/DC chords use this A power chord, is just move your finger down a string and play the 5th string and the 4th string. Now you've got an A power chord. And there you go. So, combine any of them in any order, and trust me, you'll be writing your own rock and metal songs. It's so much fun. Great. Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. If you're still unsure about power chords, leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you. But otherwise, I'll see you again for another video very soon.